Hello there guys, welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my review of the Burnley versus Chelsea game. And it ended 1-0. We didn't manage to get another win. And it was really disappointing. Not just the result, but also the performance in my opinion. The lineup was like I predicted it. Thibaut Courtois in goal. Gary Cahill, David Luiz and Cesar Spilicueta as the three centre-backs. Victor Moses and Marcos Alonso as the two wing-backs. Nemanja Matic next to N'Golo Kante in centre of midfield. And the three forwards being Eden Hazard, Diego Costa and Pedro. The game started off incredibly well. 6 minutes in, Hazard had a really good chance after being played through with a really, really good pass by Diego Costa. Just about couldn't manage to put it far enough into the far corner and the keeper managed to save it. But just a minute later, Pedro managed to make it 1-0 after we hit them on the counter-attack. Just great piece of counter-attacking, really. Someone played it out to Moses on the right wing, who played it back into Pedro just at the edge of the box. He took one or two steps with the ball, and then he had it go into the far corner. Nothing the keeper could have done about it. Really good finish. And I thought, yeah, this is going well. Didn't take long to make it 1-0. Let's keep going, make it 2, make it 3, and just seal the game off as quickly as we can. But that's really not what happened. Burnley played a little bit differently to what I think we all expected. They did keep to their tactic of playing a long ball, but they didn't sit back as much as they usually do. Also at home they do usually. They pushed up quite high after they played the long ball while the ball was in the air kind of thing. And then they put us under a lot of pressure once we won the ball back, and we just couldn't manage to get any passing together. Like, none of our players, no one could, we couldn't just string passes together. It was just really annoying. Costa, like he sometimes does, taking too long to get rid of the ball, especially in the final third, but not just him, pretty much the whole team, whether it was Hazard, Moses, Pedro, Alonso, as I said, Costa, Kante, Matic, they all took too long to get rid of the ball to get some movement going and just, manage to properly create an attack. And 24 minutes in, Brady made it 1-0 from a free kick. A very good free kick, I have to say, a very good goal. But the annoying bit about it, I think Cahill headed it out when they put in a cross, fell to Matic, who had it between his feet, and he tried to backheel it, missed the ball, and just kicked one of their players. And that's how the free kick came, from which they scored. Like, what the fuck, Matic? Stop trying to backheel. You're not bloody Hazard. You stick to intercepting the ball and kicking it long if you have to. Don't start stupid backheels, because it fucking, cost us 2 bloody points. I mean, for fuck's sake, as I said, it was a really good goal, and at the time it didn't really worry me. I was like, yeah, we'll probably get another one, because, the game started off really well. But that's really not what happened. The first half, Burnley had, it's not like they had massive chances. I think they had one good chance in the first half after that, which forced a good save by Thibaut with his leg. But we didn't manage to create anything. Like, whenever we did manage to get a shot away by, for example, Costa, was usually blocked. The crosses by Alonso were either really bad or defended really well against Diego, and he found it really difficult to find any sort of room, and even less so for crosses. And I didn't really understand why we tried to put in so many crosses. Yes, they crowded the centre of the park, so we couldn't get our passing together through the middle. But, if you see for like 60 minutes your crosses aren't working, try something else, mate. It's clearly not working. Second half started off the same way, except they had a massive chance 2 minutes in when we were quite close to scoring anyway. Lost the ball. They hit us on the counter. Long ball to Andre Gray. First, Cahill missed the ball. Then it just passed. Wasn't even a great pass. Just went past Luiz. He just couldn't get his footing right and couldn't turn around quick enough. And then thankfully, Gray messed up his shot. Not messed it up, but it was a decent save by Courtois as well. A combination of not a great shot and a good save. But yeah, no, we didn't manage to create anything after that either. Fabregas came on in the 67th minute for Matic, which I thought should have happened earlier in the game. Well, should have happened at half-time. Because at that time, Burnley was starting to sit back. We're starting to play like they usually do. Just sit back a lot. Just play the long balls. Don't even push up high. Just let Gray run after everything. It is time wasting. Sometimes they get a throw. Sometimes we get a throw. It just takes time. Then Willian came on for Moses, which made us switch from the 3-4-3 to a 4-4-2 or 4-2-4, like Conte likes to call it. which didn't change anything, which obviously meant Alonso going back to left back, Azpilicueta to right back, Cahill and David Luiz the centre backs, and Pedro or Hazard, they kind of switched, was next to Costa as a sort of second striker. But that didn't help anything. Also, bringing on Fabregas at the time didn't help a lot. He was good for the first 3 minutes, but after that, it just didn't look any different. And yeah, I mean, closer to the end, 87th minute, Batshuayi came on for Pedro, which again, in my opinion, is way too late. Like, what is he going to do? If you have 6 minutes left away at Burnley, you're probably going to get 2 minutes or 7 minutes, which it was with injury time. You probably get about 2.5, 3 minutes of actual playing time. The rest of the time it's out for throw-ins or kickoffs, for fouls. There's not going to be a lot of playing time, so I don't really get the point of bringing on a player in the 87th minute. But that's what it was. No, the game generally was just really annoying. As I said, the passing was terrible by everyone. Courtois, we didn't know what to do. We really did not know what to do. We had a goal kick, and we just like we usually do, we pass it out to Azpilicueta or Cahill, and then they were like, "Who am I going to bloody pass it to?" And after that, they passed it back to Courtois, who then played it onto the other side. Then usually it was played to David Luiz, who either tried to play low through the middle to Hazard or Costa, which sometimes got intercepted, which was very dangerous. I don't think you can blame David Luiz for that, because I'm pretty sure that's managers' directions. Try to play those passes. We know they sometimes get intercepted, but still try it. Sometimes you play long balls. Sometimes they worked. Most of the time they, let's be honest, didn't. Because, as I said, Burnley just defended really well. They had a good game. And like I said in the preview, it's not for nothing that they've, before this game, had 28 out of 36 possible points and now 29 out of 39 possible points, which is a really good record for a team like Burnley. So we knew that they were good, and it cost us today. We didn't really have any other chances, if I'm honest. Like, I'm not sure if we had any shot on goal after the goal, if I'm honest. I'm really not sure. We had a few chances. Azpilicueta tried to hit it from a bit further back, just about put it over the goal. Costa had 1 or 2 or 3 shots blocked. Talked about the crosses, that didn't change. Just not good crosses and good defending. I mean, because Liverpool yesterday did beat Tottenham, it's not that big a deal, even though if Man City do win tomorrow, our gap at the top shrinks to 8 points from 9 points. But right now it's 10 points to second, which is Spurs. So hopefully Bournemouth can do us a favour and, nick a result against City. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It was not a good performance. If I talk about players individually, I can't think of a player that I felt played well. Not a single one. I guess Courtois, he didn't make a mistake. Cahill had a few mistakes. David Luiz wasn't always perfect, even though, some of his tackles were really good. But it's not a good performance if you also make mistakes. Azpilicueta's passing wasn't really particularly good, even though defensively was solid. Kante's passing again. Matic obviously gave away the free kick. Alonso's crossing, Moses crossing. Hazard, he tried to do his runs, which was good, then taking too long to get rid of the ball, or, miscommunication with other players. Just Pedro or Costa weren't where Hazard wanted them to be. And Hazard just didn't try to go for it himself. He always tried to lay it off. I mean, just try to go past everyone. It's not like you can't, mate. Just try it. And if you can't, maybe we get a free kick really close to the box, which we didn't have a single free kick close to their goal all game long. But yeah, Costa, I don't know what's going on with him lately. He's being really selfish, just not getting rid of the ball. I don't know what's going on. Conte has to sort that out, because he's hindering a lot of our play going forward. Not just him, as I said today, it was also other players that just took too long to pass the ball. But it was mainly him today. And that was just really annoying. But yeah, Louis and Sammy did travel to Burnley, and we'll be making fan cams, which will be up later. So, don't miss that. Check that out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. Leave me all of your thoughts on the game down in the comment section below. I'm not really happy, but, we're in a situation where we can afford to drop points, and going away to Burnley was always going to be a difficult game. We knew that, and now we have a fair few easier games coming up pretty much until we play Man City at home. So yeah, again, leave me all of your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up, and press this thingy here to subscribe. We massively do appreciate that. But yeah, not a great day, but upwards and onwards, up to Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.